Samaran, guys, my name is Pensum Lotra, and this is a gun. I was privileged to be on a good friend of mine, Justice Shabalala's podcast called Justify, so please just check it out. We spoke on a number of issues. We spoke about relationships, we spoke about masculinity, and then we spoke about guns. So anyone who knows me knows that I am pro weapons, I am pro carrying a weapon. I am pro learning and doing it the right way, And one of the things when we spoke about weapons, when we spoke about guns, one of the things that I really tried to hammer was the fact that you need to know about the gun. You need to train around the gun, and then you need to do it within the legal processes, So he asked me, obviously, the initial question was around how do I feel about men carrying guns? Of which I say, how do I feel about people carrying guns? I live in Johannesburg, South Africa. And living in South Africa is, for anyone that lives in South Africa, it's the Wild West, guys. It's the Wild West. We live in a third world country where the levels between the have and the have-nots is huge, absolutely huge. The crime in this country is absolutely ridiculous. We've got a lot of corrupt politicians. We've got a lot of corrupt cops. Not saying that we don't have plenty of amazing police officers who are trying to do as best as they can. Not saying that we don't have great politicians that are also trying to do the best that they can. But as a South African, if you are a South African watching this, you know how corrupt this country is. You know that we live in a mafia state. We've just seen and been going through the processes of watching the videos around AKA being shot and killed, and to this day nothing really has happened. And it's almost been a year. He got shot and killed last year. We saw the Bafana captain and goalkeeper Usenzo. He got murdered in a room full of people, and there's nothing. So who am I? Who are you? If that can happen to them, it can happen to anyone. We live in a country where our sisters get raped every fucking hour, every minute. Our sisters are getting raped. GBV, gender-based violence, is incredibly high in this country. We've got all these evil men who are beating the shit out of our sisters. They're raping them. Criminals are running amok. So again, I'm saying all of that to say this: as much as I am pro guns, I am not saying be a hero. I'm not saying that. I was talking to Just, and all I kept on saying is, guys, a weapon of any sort is there to protect human life. So when I carry my legal weapon, I'm not carrying it to be a hero. I'm not carrying it for if someone goes and steals my cell phone or steals my wallet. No, I'm carrying it when my life is at risk. That is why you have a weapon. That's why you carry a weapon. Guys, again, we live in a fucking banana republic. You guys know what I'm talking about. So again, what I'm trying to say, if someone breaks into my home late at night, and I've got my kids around, whatever the case may be, how long will it take the police, if I were to call them instantly, hey, cops, I'm in trouble, people broke into my house, how long will it take them to get to my home? You guys who are watching this, maybe South Africans, will be in a country where, again, the law is not as efficient as you'd like it to be. I pay tax. I pay every month. They take it from us, So the least that you'd expect is something to be efficient. And unfortunately, in this country, I might even wait 2-3 hours before the cops decide to come and inspect and see what's happening, And with that, I might be harmed. God forbid my kids are harmed, And again, they can take the TVs, they can take the couches, they can take whatever they need. That's insurance's problem. They can replace that. What I can't replace is human life. What I can't replace is my mom, my sister, my partner, my this getting raped. I can't fix that. Insurance can't fix that. So for me, that's why I've decided to go down the path of carrying a weapon. Again, I did the research, guys. I didn't just watch one YouTube video and then decide, oh, I'm getting a gun. I didn't do that. I did the research, and then I started training. I went to my local gun store and I started asking the right questions, and I started training over and over and over and over. By the time I did my license, I knew exactly what was happening. By the time I went and did the tests, I knew exactly what's happening because I practiced so much. And then once I got my weapon, and I've done all the things that were needed by SAPS, which is our police. When I did all those and they interviewed people and they made me, I've did all of that, and I still carried on practicing. You train as much as you can. The aim is to always be prepared. Guys, I carry because I don't know when crime is happening. You might know. I don't know, excuse me. What I do know is about criminals. Criminals are opportunists. So criminals wait for when you least expect them. So when you leaving a shopping complex with your groceries, pushing your trolley, about to pack things in the boot of your car, boom, that's when criminals come through. Criminals don't just go at a dodgy part of town at late at night. Criminals are waiting for you to switch off. And the second you switch off, that is when they pounce. That is why I try my best to be as prepared as I can. So I carry. Again, if someone's trying to hijack me, insurance, take that. Take the car, I'll sort that out. I'll put my hands up. I'm not trying to be a hero. Please understand something. I'm not trying to be a hero. I'm just trying to protect my life. So if they're trying to take the car's not worth a gun battle where I might get other people's lives at risk. I might get myself shot. Take the car, let insurance sort that out. Guys, when you have a gun, make sure you're in the right state of mind. You have so many people that watch all these mafia movies and put a cap in. No, it's not that. It's a huge responsibility ensuring that you have a safe, and if it's not on your person, it's in your safe. I've got little kids running around. God forbid some of them think that because of the shows that he watched a movie or something and someone gets hurt. So it's a lot of responsibility. It's a lot of responsibility, especially in today's time where mental health amongst brothers is just, oh my gosh. You've got 4 out of every 5 suicides in this country is men. It's men. I don't want men who are not in the right state of mind to carry guns, who are not ready to carry guns. I don't want the same angry monsters that are beating up our sisters, raping our sisters to get guns. I'm talking to the guy who's worked on himself. I'm talking to the guy who doesn't have an ego, who understands that their job is to serve, their job is to protect. I'm talking to that guy. Guys, understand, monsters already have illegal guns. Those monsters, they already have illegal guns. I'm talking to the good guy. Because when the monster comes through, at least us good guys are prepared. When the monsters, the evil, the corrupt, the gangsters, the criminals, when they come through, at least the good guys can also try to protect our sisters and try to protect our kids and try to protect ourselves. Guys, please note, I am not saying be a hero. I'm saying we just need to fix society. I'm pro men having guns as much as I'm pro our sisters having guns. I can just imagine some devilish guy trying to break into a sister's flat to try and take advantage of her and rape her, and all of a sudden that sister's prepared and she defends her life. And then this guy can no longer do it to the next sister and the next sister because now he's no longer a threat. I pray for a world where our sisters can walk around without fear. I pray for a time where our sisters don't constantly have to look over their shoulder and live in anxiety because they don't know who might rape them. They don't know who might hurt them. They don't know who might beat them up. I pray for that time. But because we're not in that time yet, can they at least protect themselves by carrying weapons? Trained the legal way. If you can't get a weapon, that's fine. I box. People again that know me know that I love fighting. And I'm not a bar brawler. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about putting on some gloves, going for the bag, sparring with someone, making sure that I'm as sharp as I can. Spar as often as possible. Again, if you can, don't put yourselves in hard situations. If you can, move away from situations. If you can, really talk it out. But unfortunately, guys, as well as you guys know, there are people that are just pure evil. And in those times, I'm lucky enough that I'm prepared to protect myself and those around me with my fists. For me, if a guy comes and slaps me, boom, if a guy comes through and slaps me, I know full well I'm not going to pull out my weapon. Why? My life is not at risk. For a slap is not a life at risk. Don't let your ego get the best of you. Slap has never been about your life at risk. A knife, sure, guys come through with baseball bats, arguable, but again, a slap. So I know if I would ever collect a slap, I'm here. And if I lose, I lose. If I lose as a man. Get yourself up, dust yourself off, fight tomorrow. But it's not for me to pull out my weapon because then again, the law says your life must be at risk. If someone slaps you and walks away, your life is not at risk. If someone punches you and walks away, your life is not at risk. If someone comes, pickpockets you, takes your phone and your wallet and runs away, your life is not at risk. There's no need to pull out your weapon at all. That's a different thing. You're the one in shit. It is only when you can prove that your life was at risk or someone else's life was at risk and you are forced to actually intervene to neutralize whatever the threat may be. Guys, if you've got friends who are police officers, the good ones, if you've got friends who work in the world of security, if you've got friends that own gun stores, if you don't even have them, please do the research. Sit them down, talk to them. Hey guys, I'm actually looking for this to prepare, to protect myself. Unfortunately, I have responsibilities. Unfortunately, I'd like to live and protect myself. Unfortunately, do that. Talk to them as much as possible. Watch more YouTube videos. Google the nearest gun store. Go to whoever the guy is that works there or the lady that works there and say, I'm at a point of A. I don't know anything. I'm new to this world, but I need as much information as possible so I can do this the right way. Am I ready mentally? Have I managed my ego? Am I of a nature? Am I at peace to a point where I can actually focus outside of self and ensure that I carry to protect those around me? Guys, ngiyanithanda, man, and I really wish that you start this journey of self-defense, be it physical, be it carrying a weapon. I really wish you nothing but peace, happiness. If you can move out of the tougher neighborhoods that you currently may be living in, try and move into a space that, I don't know, if you security complex, electric fence, do the best that you can to protect yourself. If you don't have insurance, I know times are tough in this economy. Try and get yourself insurance. Try and get yourself pepper spray. If you can't afford a gun, try and get yourself something where you can protect yourself and your loved ones. It's an election year, 2024. Our politicians are going to do what they do best, which is this: all talk, zero action. Year after year after year, the crime in this country gets worse and worse and worse. Our sisters are getting beaten up on the daily. Our sisters are getting raped. Our sisters are getting trafficked. And Tina, the few good men that are out there, we are powerless. I know so many men that wish in their mind that they could intervene, but they're scared because they're not trained. Not because they don't want to. They're scared because they're not trained. Guys, please educate yourself. Train your body, train your mind, train your ego, so that you can ensure that should something come popping, you are ready for that. You are ready to protect your mom. You're ready to protect your grand, because criminals aren't going away. Criminals are getting guns left, right, and center. You are the one who's not prepared. They are very prepared, and they're coming in squad deep. And the criminality is only going to get worse as our economy drops. So please, guys, I beg, learn, educate, practice, and then start your journey of self-defense. Again, whether it's just pepper spray, whether it's these bad boys, or you want to get yourself one of these beautiful things, please ensure you guys stay safe. Gantanda, like, share, subscribe. Nibe Klein, sure.